I'm excited about being able to present how to create a six-figure income by giving away mobile apps. It's an amazing business model, one that I wasn't aware of up until maybe a few months ago when I really started to research it and really to find out a lot more about it. And when I did, and I really saw what was being done in the marketplace by people who really had absolutely no experience in, certainly they weren't app developers, and they had no experience in building apps, developing apps, anything like that, and they were making ridiculous amounts of money. I thought, I've got to take a closer look at that. And then, of course, the closer I looked at it, the more I realized there's a tremendous business opportunity in here for just about anybody, and thus we put this program together, and I'm very, very excited about it. I'm very excited about presenting this to everybody tonight. Looks like we still have a lot of people coming on, but I want to be respectful of everybody's time because I have a lot of ground to cover. So I'm going to go ahead and dive right on in, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Like I said, I have been in the marketing arena, online marketing arena, for the past 15 years. I've been doing that exclusively, and I've done it for some very large clients, divisions of Microsoft, divisions of IBM. I've done it for DirecTV, eFax, a number of clients, a lot of which was technology based. That is a little bit about my background, but again, I have no development type of experience myself. I'm a marketer. I'm an internet marketer. I've built some very, very successful businesses over the past 5, 10, 15 years. So when I saw this as an opportunity, I really wanted to drive it and drive it so in a way that just about anybody can participate. And that's what I want to talk to you all about tonight. So let's go ahead and get rolling. Here's what you won't learn tonight. What you won't learn tonight is how to build the next Angry Birds. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and tell you to look for that one big idea, that next big idea, that lottery ticket, because I'll tell you something. It just the realistic outlook for that is almost non-existent. It would be great if you could do it, and obviously people do. But I'm not here to teach you how to go out and find that one winning lottery ticket. Here's what I'm here to do. What you will learn is how to build and give away $100 a day earning apps. Okay? I want you to understand, when I say $100 a day apps, I mean those apps will generate $100 or more a day in revenue to you. Okay, how does that sound? And again, there's no limit on the number of apps that you can have out there and you can give away to generate that $100 a day. So that's the cool thing about it. I mean, listen, I know a lot of people would be happy with just one app that was generating $100 a day, but imagine if you had 5, 10, 15, 20, etc. type thing. That's what you're going to learn about tonight. So let's move in. Let's take a look at the market. The number of smartphones sold exceeded the number of PCs sold last year. I want you to kind of wrap your head around that. That's a significant number. There are more smartphones being sold than computers. There's more smartphones being sold than computers. Listen, everybody is accessing the web. They're accessing the web on smartphones. They're accessing it on tablets. Tablets alone should pass PC sales in the next 2 to 3 years. The market is huge. Now, so given that, what do you think that's driving? It's driving this. It's driving the apps market. Apps are now a $10 billion a year market. And this $10 billion a year market, by the way, it's growing at 100% per year. This $10 billion a year market is being driven by not big companies. Certainly there's big companies out there, decent sized companies that have built a number of successful apps. But the majority of apps that are in the App Store are being developed by individuals or small groups, 2, 3 people, that aren't set up in some fancy office. A lot of them are working out of their homes. So that's what this market is being driven by. It's probably one of the most incredible entrepreneurial markets that I've seen since the beginning of the internet, and that's why I'm so excited about it. I'm going to show you what's possible. I want to start out by showing you what's possible and what's realistic. These two guys right here, two young guys, well, young guys to me, they're actually probably in their late 20s, probably right at maybe even 30 at this point. These two young guys, Kwok Bui and Michael Moon, they're co-founders of a company called Free the Apps. And when I say a company, I use that term loosely. Kwok and Michael are living the 4-hour work week dream. They they try to work as little as possible, and I'm going to show you in a minute why that's possible. They really have embraced this free app concept, giving away the apps concept, and I'm going to show you what they've got going on. Currently, they have 20 free apps in the app stores. Okay, they've got 20 free apps that they've developed or they've had developed for them in the app stores, earning $77,452 a month. You know, when I met these guys and I saw that and I looked at the numbers and I looked at the proof, it absolutely blew my mind. 20 apps generating over $77,000 a month. Okay, and if you do the math and you figure that out, that's over $3,800 per month per app. That's actually a little bit more than $100 a day, isn't it? That's incredible. But wait a minute, it gets even better. Look what else happened to these guys. Recently, they sold their portfolio. So they sold these 20 apps, this portfolio that they built. I'll talk to you more about the importance of building an app portfolio. But they sold their portfolio to a company called Bitsio for over $2 million. This is what's possible. And this is not, by the way, pie in the sky. This isn't the best example. There's so many examples out there. This is a great example of two normal guys who have no development experience, who all of a sudden decided they wanted to get into the app market, and this is what they created over the period of the last 2 or 3 years. That is absolutely incredible. So let's drill down now. Let's really get into it. It's really a simple process. I'm going to take you step by step. Step 1, we show you how to identify the right niche markets. That's key. Step 2 would be to build simple information apps for those markets. Okay, you're going to be building simple information apps. We're not building games. We aren't doing anything that's elaborate, nothing that's complex. We're building simple information apps for those niche markets. Step 3 is to monetize those apps for those markets, and there's great ways to be able to do that. And again, remember, we're not charging for these apps. These apps are absolutely free. We're allowing people to download, install these apps on their phones, on their tablets, absolutely free. Step 4, you give away those apps to your niche audience. Okay? And step 5 is probably the most important, and step 5 is the one that I really want you to really focus on. Step 5 is you cash your checks. That's the simple process. So step 1 through 4, and then rinse and repeat, and you just cash those checks as they roll in, just like the boys that I showed before. Okay, so step 1, finding the right niche markets. So finding the right niche markets really comes down to identifying the most profitable niches. There's a number of right ways to do that. There's a number of easy ways to do that. That's one of the things, obviously, that we teach in our course is how to do that. Matter of fact, we've got some really great ways to be able to identify the most profitable niches out there so that you can really zero in to start to focus on what kind of apps would work for those niche markets. And here is a great resource, AppAnnie.com. This gives you the top free apps, and it really breaks it down. You could really drill down into all of the different niche markets, whether it's health and wellness, whether it's entertainment, whether it's gardening, whether it's just any and all. They break it down. So they've got the top free apps analyzed, and I mean analyzed on a daily basis in both iTunes and in the Google Play Store, so covering both the Apple and the Android markets. Google Trends is a fantastic resource for finding niche markets, for finding trends, for finding things that you can build apps for. The PLR store, and it's theplrstore.com. The PLR store is another great resource. A lot of people don't even think about it. Those of us in the internet marketing world have used the PLR store for a lot of years to get information. It's also a great way to identify trends and identify niche markets as well, the PLR store. So finding the right niche market is key in step one, and doing it the right way is absolutely key. So step two is building simple apps. We use a couple of very simple free app builders that we have as part of our program. Here's one of them you see on the screen. I'm actually going to go in live, and I know that's dangerous, and I'm going to kind of step out there and go live. I'm going to go into this app builder because I want you to see really how easy it is to actually build an app inside this app builder. Here's one of our apps on the screen, and I'm going to walk you through the building process of this app. In using this software. I want to show you how really simple and easy it is, and this is a great example of the kind of app that would be a $100 a day app. It's paleo diet tips. I'm getting hundreds of downloads now on a daily basis with it, and that's, listen, I just published this app probably about the 9th or the 10th of July, okay? 9th or 10th of July. So not even a month ago, and I already have almost 1,200 downloads on this particular app. But let me show you how this app builder works. So the first thing you do to build the app is you've got three different tabs here. You've got a content tab, a style tab, and an info tab. So the first thing you want to do is you're going to build some content, but here's the cool thing. They've already got templates for you. You can pull in Twitter content to build your app. You can pull in Facebook content. You can pull in live album content, Instagram. You can build custom content, which is great to build just simple HTML pages or even put forms in. This is what I use to build opt-in forms. I'm telling you right now, this is a terrific way to be able to build opt-ins and get opt-ins, build a massive list. You could build a massive list off of these free apps with people that come in and they'll just opt in right off their phone. Matter of fact, Quack and Michael, let me give you a quick example of what they did. They had one of their apps. They decided to put this opt-in screen on their app. And so they had that developed. They put it in there. And basically all it was saying was, if you want updates on our latest app releases and specials, just put your name and email address in, right? So they did that, and in the course of a month on one of their apps, they had 80,000 opt-ins. 80,000 opt-ins. I don't know of any internet marketer on the planet that will get 80,000 opt-ins in the course of one single month on one program. I've never seen it in my life. I've gotten maybe as many as 2,000 opt-ins over the course of a month, but never ever anything along those numbers. And that's what you can do. That's the power of the list building side of this. So you've got all kinds of different, the news here is basically what it does is just builds RSS feeds. You can bring in different RSS feeds, and for those of you that don't know what an RSS feed is, matter of fact, when you see the content that's already in here, and here's the other great thing about this, you've got a phone simulator over here that will show you, as you build all of this content, it shows you exactly how it's going to look on somebody's phone, right? And I can pop around the different tabs on here, and it'll bring that content over into here. You can kind of see it change as I go through here. It loads up the screen, brings it in. So it's a very, very simple tool. You've got all kinds of different tabs, different content tabs that you can bring in here. Let's say you wanted to build an app, and I've done this before, for a local business. You've got the ability to put their contact information, email us, so people can email this business right off their phone. A map, it's got a geolocator built in. So again, for a local business, it'll show right on a map on somebody's phone where that business is located and how to get there from their current location. It's got a great call us feature where it will basically just embed the phone number. All somebody has to do is click on it in the app on their phone, and it dials up that local business. So there's all kinds of great content that could be added in here. The one thing I want to show you, and we'll talk a lot more about this, you'll notice that I have an offers tab on here. Okay, offers tab, and the offers tab is I've built in into the app itself, I've built in affiliate offers related to Paleo Diet. So I have affiliate offers that I'm monetizing this free app with, and people are clicking on and ordering in this case, you can see it's the Paleo recipe book, but ordering. And every time somebody does that, I make, well, it just depends on the offer. I make anywhere from, say, $15 to $20 every time somebody orders that. That's over and above the banner ads that, and here's an example of one at the bottom here, the banner ads that run off of our ad network that we get pay-per-click income off of. Okay, so there's a couple of different ways. We'll get into monetization in a minute, but what I wanted to really do was just drill down and show you how simple it is to build in content. So let's say, for instance, I come up here and let me open up this recipes tab so you can actually see how it works. So I'll click on recipes, go into the recipes tab. You can see it's really easy. I can change icons in here. I can create different, I can upload my own icons if I want. I can use their default icons, which they have a lot of in here. I can name these tabs anything that I want, obviously. And then basically I just bring in, you would just bring in, and again, this is part of our training. We're going to provide these app builders for you, but we're also going to obviously teach you how to use them. But you bring in basically just RSS feeds, and these are really coming in off of public blog sites. So you can bring these in, and basically that populates and builds your apps with RSS feeds. Like I said, though, you can also bring in Facebook pages. You can bring in Twitter feeds. You can bring in YouTube videos. I can go over here to the video tab, and I can show you that I brought in YouTube video channel in here. You can bring it in from YouTube. You can bring it in from Vimeo. You can bring in an RSS video feed, and then basically you could just either build a playlist, or you can bring in this case, I brought in a Paleo Diet channel on YouTube directly in here to to the app. So basically what happens is that now you've got videos in your app. People can watch the videos in the app. They've got all this great information, and this didn't cost me a dime to build this. This Paleo Diet app took me probably, of course, I went out and I did my research and I pulled in all of the content and I built that. And again, that's something that we teach you how to do. But probably after I had done my homework and gotten all my resources to actually sit down and build this, it took me maybe all of 30 minutes to build. So again, it doesn't take you a long time to build these apps and to start getting them out there. So you've got all your content in here, and then it allows you then to put some style type things. You can change the look and the feel. You can change the background. You can change the way the navigation looks, whether you want it at the bottom, whether you want the navigation to appear in the middle of the screen. Whatever you want it to do, it will do. So in other words, see how I just changed it? So now there's a navigation screen. So all the navigation is right here on the screen versus down at the bottom. So there's a number of things that you can do with this app builder to really jazz. This creates very professional looking apps. You can go to the Google Play Store right now and just simply put in Paleo Diet, and my app shows up either number 3 or number 4 in the Google Play Store, which is terrific, by the way. It gets me a lot of downloads without even having to market it. So you can download it yourself. You can take a look at it, try it out. I'll tell you something. To be able to build it myself, and again, I have no programming background. I have no, I'm not a developer. I'm a marketer. To be able to build it myself and have it look professional, I feel really good about that. So I feel really good about anybody's ability. We've got students that are building apps right now it's actually blowing my mind, what they're building out there. So we've got students out there, they're building apps now, they're publishing apps, they've got them in the Google Play Store, they've got them in the Amazon App Store as well. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of feel for how powerful this app builder is that you're going to have in your hands as part of our program, and how simple and easy it is to really build these apps out. So let's go on back and let's move on now to step 3. Step 3 is monetizing your apps, and I showed you a little bit of that about how I added that offer screen into the app itself using our app builder. But with step 3 is all about monetizing, and there's 2 different ways you're going to monetize your apps primarily. There's actually a number of different ways, but what we'll focus on here on these $100 a day apps is 2 things. One, there's a number of ad aggregators out there, ad networks that basically bring banner ads into your relevant banner ads into your apps that people would click on. AdMob is one of the biggest. It's actually a Google company, but one of the things we're doing is bringing AdMob banners into the apps themselves. Okay, and the other thing I already showed you is I showed you different affiliate offers. There's a number of different affiliate spots that we can go to for niche offers. No matter what your niche is, there's places to go to find affiliate offers that you can actually bring into your app that monetize it even more so. And I'll give you again, I want to show you this example again just to refresh your memory. But so here's the banner down at the bottom here. So this banner runs constantly, and again, it's based on the content that's being viewed at the time. AdMob tries to match that as best as possible, and they send through a banner. Anytime somebody clicks on this banner, it generates income. It generates pennies, but I'll tell you, those pennies really add up. And then, of course, there's our offer page where we have a number of different affiliate offers. It could be recipe books. It could be any number of things that are offered there that people can click on, order, and download right off of the app itself. So step 3, monetize your apps. But again, I'm not talking at all about having to charge for your apps. That's a different topic. That's something that we do get into in our training. But for what we're focused on in building these free apps and monetizing these apps out, this is exactly what you do right here to create that kind of income flow. So the next step 4, give away your apps. So here's basically what you're doing. You're targeting niche groups and fan pages on Facebook. You're doing the same thing, targeting groups on Twitter. And you're also going out, finding and contacting blogs that are niche focused. And these blogs, these blog owners will promote your app for free. Why? Because you're going to give your app away to their audience, which means they can offer something of value. So they'll review your app, or they'll do a little write-up or a post about your app. And boy, I'll tell you, when you start doing this, you really see things taking off. Here's an example that I've used on Facebook, Paleo Diet Lifestyle, where I've been able to go on and post. As a matter of fact, I'll show you. This is what I go out and post, or I have posted for me. I just published my new app, Paleo Diet Tips, at the Google Play Store. If you have an Android phone, feel free to download it and give me your feedback. Thanks. And then it just gives the little icon and whatnot. But people then can click on this link, and they do. Takes them right to the Google Play Store where they can install it for free, and they do. Okay, and let me show you exactly what I'm talking about here. Here's what happens. The screen's a little bit light. Hopefully you can see this, and I'll point it out. Like I said, this app went into the marketplace right at about July the 10th. Okay, and you could see the steady growth of downloads, and you can see over here there's 20, 40, 60 downloads, 80, 100, 120. So just had one of our best days not too long ago. I think we had almost 115 downloads on the 29th. And it it plateaus out, drops down a little bit. But here's the bottom line. In the last 7 days, we've had 543 downloads in the last 7 days. 543 downloads. We've had now over 1,100 downloads total, and that's less than a month. That's less than a month. That's in the last, three and a half weeks, 1,100. And it continues to build momentum. And we're not paying for advertising. We're not doing any aggressive advertising other than the little bit of social media that I just showed you. And I mean a little bit of social media. We really haven't even pushed the gas down. Most of these downloads are coming simply because it's showing up in the search results in the Google Play Store. But that's what begins to happen, and it happens quickly, and it happens rapidly, and it just builds and builds and builds. That's what's, again, so exciting about this business. So, again, how it works visually, just to give an idea. So you've got your free apps out there. Your free apps are running banner ads. They're running affiliate offers. They're a lot of times you're even advertising other paid apps in there, other people's paid apps that are related to your app, right? That's kind of the continual process. These free apps are generating a lot of traffic. Think about it. Look what I'm generating. And remember, people have to actually install it on their phone. You know what? I can send push notifications to everybody that has this on their phone. All 1,100 people that have it on their phone, I can send a push notification directly to their phone, and even if the application's closed, so they're not even using it, they're going to see a message from me on their screen on their phone. That's the other huge powerful thing. So you're generating all of this download traffic, all of these people that are installing it on their phone, hundreds and hundreds of people. Well, hundreds of people a day. It's not, you're going to have thousands per week, tens of thousands potentially on a monthly basis. It's an amazing business model. Let's go ahead and break down what I call the $100 a day plan. How does that work? Okay, you build up, and that's what I'm building up to. You can see my numbers. I'm building up. I'm over 500 downloads a week. I'm quickly building up to 500 downloads a day for my apps that I've got out there in the App Store. So 500 downloads a day is your target. And it might take you a couple of months to do that. It might only take you a month to do that. Mine's a great example. It's been out there for 3 weeks, and it's ramping up rapidly to this 500 downloads a day per app. But here's what starts to happen. You can expect a 1% conversion rate on your offers. This isn't counting the click income, by the way. This isn't counting the banner click income. This is strictly off of affiliate offers. So 1% conversion is 5 sales a day. And average for these affiliate offers is about, I averaged it out over a number of different niches that I have for apps and offers, about $19.62 per day. That's $98.10 per day per app. Not quite $100, but I can live with that. Okay, I can live with that. And again, it could be a little bit less. It definitely could be more than $100 a day, but that's how that works. So what does that mean then? Let's look at the monetization economics. If you've got 10 apps out there doing that, that's $981 a day. Could you live with $981 a day on a business that you're running from your home, the convenience of your computer, your laptop? 10 apps, $981 a day. 25 apps, $2,452 a day. Again, remember what Kwok and Michael are doing with their apps. They have 20 apps, right, generating $76,000 a month, right, on those 20 apps. So each one of their apps on average is doing about $126 a day, right? About $126 a day, or those 20 apps, they're bringing in $2,500 a day with their apps. $2,500 a day. Can you imagine walking into the bank with all these checks that you're getting from your, affiliate networks and everything else that are sending you checks, the revenue that's being generated? They're wondering, what are you doing? Where's that money coming from? 50 apps, $4,900 a day. 100, and listen, developing this many apps, I've done, through our development company now, Free App Empire, we've got now, I think, 8 apps that we've published just over the past month. And we're picking up steam and building momentum on these apps because, everybody goes through a learning curve and you want to kind of see how it's working, and you make adjustments and you do some, analysis, etc. on the data. But then you really start cranking up. Being able to develop 25, 50, even 100 apps and have those out there, like the ones that I showed you, like Paleo Diet, those kind of apps, very realistic. But so what if it takes you, a whole year to have 100 apps out there that's making you $9,800 a day? It's ridiculous. But here's the best part about it. This is all residual income, folks. This is residual income, month in, day in, week in, month, day, month, week in, out. It's all residual income. Once you have an app out there, it's just working for you. People are downloading it every day. You're sleeping, people are downloading it. And it's generating income. Every time they use it, it generates income. It's a great residual income model, fantastic model. This is why this business is so exciting. This is why it works so well. And again, just focus on building one app that generates $100 a day. Once you've done that, once you see that possibility, then you go, well, gosh, if I've done one, I've done 10. Then once you've done 10, you go, wow, now that I've done 10, I could do 25, right? It's exactly what Kwok and Michael did. So let's talk about building your app portfolio. Here's a picture of our apps in the Google Play Store, apps by Free App Empire. We've got, of course, I've already showed you Paleo Diet Tips. I've got a gluten-free living, simple, easy recipes, quick and easy recipes, free handicapping tips, horse racing for newbies. So a lot of different niche markets that we've gone into that we're really starting to see some success in with our apps. And we just continue to come up with ideas, continue to look at niche markets. But the importance of building your app portfolio, not only just to generate apps that are generating and earning you $100 a day, but here's what happens. Remember when I showed you on Kwok and Michael, their business, they built that portfolio and somebody stepped in and made them an offer. There's a company out there called App Business Brokers, and that's all they do. They broker app portfolios. That's what they do. They broker app portfolios. So you can go in and buy somebody's portfolio, or you can go in and sell your portfolio. Bottom line, okay? And they do it for you. Here's the really exciting news. There are more buyers. There are more people looking to buy portfolios of apps, companies looking to buy apps than there are people selling those apps. Okay, that's a huge opportunity. So even though I want you to focus on developing apps that generate $100 a day, giving those apps away, I want you to see the bigger picture here of what can happen is if you develop a proper app portfolio, somebody's going to come in and buy it. Now check this out. Here's 3 sales I just picked randomly off their page that just sold. Here's one single app. This was an Android app, Android app in the, trying to think what market it was. I think it was in the, it's a utility type app. Anyway, this app was generating, it had generated over the last 12 months $811,000 in that one single app alone in revenue, okay? Cash flow was $771,000. That's another significant number for you to pay attention to, okay? The revenue is $811,000. The profit is $771,000. It's incredible. They sold it for $2.6 million. Here's one. This is actually a number of apps. Again, this is a portfolio of apps. This was generating $800,000 in cash flow, okay? $800,000 in cash flow. And they got $2.2 million for the portfolio. Here's a little bit smaller example. This is one that they generated 5 million downloads and users in just 3 months. Okay, entertainment, utility, games, photography. They sold it for almost $400,000. Almost $400,000. So again, building an app portfolio makes a lot of sense as well. Makes a lot of sense. Okay. Now that I've shown you the steps, now that I've shown you the possibilities, I've shown you exactly what it takes step by step to build a successful $100 a day app business. How do you go about doing that? How can you participate? How can you take advantage of what we're doing right now, the experience that we have and what we've learned in the marketplace? We're teaching that. We're providing not just this 6-week training program. We're providing you all of the tools you need, all of the resources you need to be able to do exactly what I just showed you. Step by step, take you from knowing nothing about the market, to generating income and having a number of apps in 6-week time. So let's take a look at what we're doing here. Week 1, we show you how to pick the right categories for your apps. We teach you how to do that. We go into a lot of market research strategies to help you target the right audience, how to set up your app marketplaces the right way. We go into how to choose the right app name. It's really keyword centric. That's another key ingredient there. You notice I named mine Paleo Diet Tips. I didn't say it was Rick's Paleo Tips or come up with some funny clever name. When people go in to search for apps, they're searching for them by what they're looking for that app to do or topic area to do. So choosing the right app name, we teach you that in week 1. And then we teach you some SEO strategies so your app gets maximum visibility in the app stores. That's what I was able to do with Paleo Diet Tips. That's why it didn't take me very long to rank number 3 out of all the results for Paleo Diet. And there's over 78 different apps in there. And mine is ranking number 3 right now. Week 2, we get into building. This is where you learn how to build. We talk about the ins and outs and graphics and design elements for your app, how to design basic graphics for your apps. Listen, you don't need to be a designer. I'm going to show you a number of tricks and ways you don't ever design anything. You don't even have to worry about going out and hiring a designer. I'm going to show you a really cool trick and way to be able to bring in graphics for your apps. And easy, super easy. We're going to show you and teach you some copywriting strategies for your apps. Listen, when somebody goes in to download your app, even though it's free, it has to look good and it has to sound good. So writing a good description is key. We're going to show you and teach you how to do that. It's very simple, very easy, but there's some key strategies. We're going to teach you that in week 2. We're going to show you how to build. This is week 2 is where we roll up our sleeves and show you how to build your own apps for free. We're going to go through our builders. We're going to teach you exactly how to use those, the ins and outs of those. And trust me, we've got students that are building apps like crazy now. So you're going to learn that in week 2. We're going to get into monetization strategies to get the most out of your apps, to really start monetizing right off the bat, and then finally how to test your apps to get them ready to submit to the marketplaces, because that's what we teach in week 3. Week 3 is you're actually going to submit your app to the different stores to get accepted. We're going to teach you how to do that. Understanding the approval process. Now, the biggest pain in the butt out there is iTunes. There's a whole approval process with iTunes. I focus and teach my people to focus on the Android market. The Android market is 1,000 times easier to submit. There's really no submission process with the Android market. Your app is approved immediately. It's in the store almost immediately. The Amazon App Store is very similar. Their Android App Store, you can get your app uploaded immediately. There's no real there's a little bit of an approval process, but it takes about a day. Right now, iTunes is taking anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks to approve your app. So we really focus on the Android market. Here in week 3, we talk about more monetization strategies. Then we go into week 4. Week 4 is you've built some apps, you've got them out there in the store, you're getting some downloads. Now it's time to analyze your stats, to analyze your data, to find out what to tweak and how to maximize your app's potential. We're going to get into more advanced monetization techniques to even get more revenue out of each app. Listen, there's a lot of ways to monetize your app. I showed you two very simple ways, and those very simple ways will generate $100 a day. But we're going to teach you even more ways to get there faster and to generate even more than that, and we start that in week 4. We're going to talk to you and show you how to take full advantage of our app network. Now, our app network is a group of other appreneurs, people who are building apps. So we've got a lot of cross-promotion opportunities and also companies that are out there that are looking to purchase app portfolios. We're going to expose you to those as well. And in week 4, we're going to get into some advanced marketing techniques. Up to this point, we've been teaching you kind of the social media route. Week 4, we're going to teach you some advanced marketing techniques. Week 5, how to motivate and reward your customers to download more of your apps. What can you do to, listen, app sessions are everything. It's not just about them downloading your app to their phone. They've got to use it. You want them to use it, right? You want them to use it. So you've got to motivate them and reward them. We're going to teach you how to do that in week 5. There's a great upgrade strategy to add even more income. We're going to teach you that in week 5. There's a really cool piggybacking trick where you can piggyback off of other apps that you have, but even more so your competitors have. I'm going to show you some really cool tricks on how to do that. Week 5 is where we really get in, and we're going to show you how to use that email list building technique that I talked about earlier. Okay, there's some real cool tricks and techniques to use, but week 5 is where we show you how to do that, how to put that into your apps, and how to get the most out of it. And then finally, week 5, we're going to show you how to start building quality apps. Quality apps are more detailed. They're a little more complex, but we'll start getting into that in week 5 and show you how to do that, or even how to have somebody do that for you. Week 6, we're going to show you a really cool way to leverage what you've learned in your local business market. And this especially applies to anybody that's like a social media manager or who is doing like SEO or basically has local business, small business clients. You can go out there and build apps for your local clients, and you can charge them. I mean, they'll spend $500, $1,000, or you can give it to them for free, and it will monetize itself in other ways. I'm going to show you some really cool things in how to do that for those of you that would be an area of interest. That's another way to generate a lot of income in the app space using this approach. Week 6, how to create and grow your own network of appreneurs. Certainly you can take advantage of the network that we're building, but we're going to show you how to do it yourself as well. We're going to get into some advanced SEO tricks to get even more downloads in week 6. Then we're going to show you how to sell your apps, how to sell that app portfolio that you've been building, and what's possible. We're going to show you that in week 6. And then finally, this one's really cool. We're going to show you a way that you can outsource parts of, or you can outsource your entire business and basically just put it on autopilot and have other people doing this for you. Because listen, if you're generating $100 a day, you can easily afford. I'm going to show you a way that you can have people build your apps for as little as $12 each. $12 each. Think about it. If you're generating $100 a day, boy, if you're generating $100 a week, I'll spend $12 all day long to get somebody to generate that app for me. So I can have even more in the marketplace. These are our training modules. Lots of training. It's video based. All kinds of resources built in for you as well with this. And of course, here's the additional resources we have in our resource vault. We've got some great market research tools that you're going to be able to put your hands on. A very, very cool niche finder that we provide in our resource vault for you as well as part of our additional resources. Of course, I've already showed you our app development software. You're going to have 2 different app builders that you're going to be able to use that's part of our resources. And we've also got some very, very cool marketing tools and resources as well that's part of our resource vault that you're going to get. Basically, you're going to get everything you need, start to finish, to build a successful app business that generates apps that create $100 a day revenue. That's what you're going to do. That's what we're doing here. That's what we're focused on. So, of course, there's our free app builder. So, really, seriously, I want to ask you some questions. Are you ready to stop losing money? in unsuccessful internet and MLM business models. Okay, this is a real business. 41% of all people in the app space make money. 41%, compared to only 3% in the home-based business market. Okay, are you ready to start a long-term sustainable business? Very important question to answer. Are you ready to use our training to start making money in as little as 21 days? And finally, are you ready to generate a six-figure income simply by making and giving away free apps? Really, that's what we're here for. That's what we're focused on. Here's what you get with our program. So you get 6 weeks hands-on training. That's at least a $1,500 value. Listen, there are other programs out there that are charging thousands of dollars for this exact same training. Okay, 6-week hands-on training, easily $1,500 value. Our resource vault, easily $1,000 value in our resource vault. Matter of fact, there's some things in here, part of our resource vault, that probably would be priceless, but at least $1,000 value. Our app network alone, just the connections we have that we've developed for you guys to be able to take advantage of, that's truly priceless. I had to put a value on it, so I put $1,000 value. Bottom line is, total value of what we have here, total value, easily $3,500. Obviously, we're not charging $3,500. We're not even charging close to $3,500 because we want everybody to be able to take advantage. Here's what we've created. This entire package, we've come up with a one-time payment of $497, which includes all of this. But I wanted to create something for those of you that are on this webinar, watching this video. I wanted to create a special offer, and here's what we did. We've got a webinar special. It's a limited time that we're going to have this up there. Webinar special, single payment, $100 off our normal, so a single payment of only $397. And I know that for a lot of you, even that would be a little bit tough. So again, we've created a 2-payment option of $199 as well. So you can pay one single payment of $397 and get all of this to teach you to learn how to build a business that's generating $100 a day by simply giving away these apps, building and giving away these apps, $100 a day per app. Single payment of $397, 2 payments of $199, and I've got a webinar bonus for you. You know, one of the key things that you need to do to start your business is identify profitable niches. My good buddy Jason Keith, he's got a partner, Bill Guthrie. They've just come up with, this is brand new, they've come up with this program, this video training program called Niche Opportunities. They're selling this thing right now for $97. I'm going to give this to you for free. I should say give this to you for free. This is going to be available for the first 25 people who sign up. First 25 people who sign up, you're going to get this bonus, which is going to give you this niche opportunity training, how to find the most profitable niches in the marketplace that you can develop apps for. They've done it for internet marketing, but it applies beautifully to our app business. So I wanted to put this out there for the first 25 people who sign up. You're going to get this webinar only bonus, this niche opportunities that my good friend Jason Keith has put out there with his partner Bill Guthrie. Okay, so really, you see the URL at the bottom of the screen, socialappincome.com/win. That's what you want to go to. That's what you want to go to right now to be able to take advantage of this opportunity, to get us helping you to build this amazing business. This is an incredible opportunity. There's a window open right now. There used to be a huge door open. Now it's down to a window. There's a window of opportunity. I don't know how much longer the opportunity is going to be. Certainly for the foreseeable future, for the next few years. It's an incredible opportunity that you can take advantage of, now. So don't hesitate. Get on over there. Take advantage of this. Get into our offer. Get our special webinar bonus at the same time. Get into our training. We're there for you, by the way. Answer whatever questions. This isn't just something that we're putting out there and you get into and you have no contact with us. We're very open. We're very active with our students, so you also get that interaction with us as well every step of the way. So I look forward to seeing you guys inside this opportunity. I look forward to working with you. I look forward to helping you achieve the success that I know you can have in creating these $100 a day apps that you're giving away. Thanks a lot, folks. Really appreciate your time. We will see you on the inside.